Now, this is the part I've always wondered about for years and years and years. In this high rep, low weight example, hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 plus fitness journey. Now today I want to talk about something I think about a lot, and I've seen some discussions online on the interwebs regarding this very topic. Which is better? High rep, lower weight workouts, higher weight, lower rep workouts. Now obviously the answer to that is not as clear cut as yes, no, this one, that one. It all depends on what you want to do, obviously. But I have seen people say that a high rep, lower weight workout does not make you stronger. And certainly I would say if you're comparing a high rep, lower weight workout to a high weight, low rep strength workout, that's probably true. But I will say that I believe that if you do a high rep, low weight workout, and let's say we're doing, let's pick squats for example. Let's say you want to work out with, let's use 100 pounds just to make the numbers easy. And we're going to do 3 sets of 12 reps, okay? And not necessarily to failure. So if we do 3 sets of 12 reps, eventually those 3 sets of 12 reps at 100 pounds is going to become way too easy. You're going to need to do 15 reps. You're going to need to do 20 reps. So ideally, what you would do is raise the weight up as you're moving along and stay at your 12 rep range. Now, there's a lot of theories about the rep count. I'm of the opinion that between 10 and 12 reps is perfect for general fitness and hypertrophy training. If you want to build bigger muscles, I think that the 10 to 12, you could even say 8 to 12 range. 12 I think is optimal. But regardless of that, say your only goal is to build more muscle, a little hypertrophy training. If you start out at 100 pounds in a squat, doing 3 sets of 12 reps, eventually you're going to have to do something as you get stronger. You're going to have to raise the reps or raise the weight or a combination of the two. But my point being there is you're still getting stronger. Now, let's say your goal is strength improvement. Now, let's say, using squats as an example again, we're going to start out with 200 pounds. So that's double what we were doing in the high rep, low weight example. So let's say we use a strength training linear progression approach where we do, let's say, 3 sets of 5 reps. Now, some people advocate 4 sets of 5 reps or even 5 sets of 5 reps. But the point being, they're higher weight, low reps. Now, the linear progression model is, let's say we're working with 3 sets of 5 reps. Once you can do 3 sets of 5 reps at a given weight, 200 pounds in this example, you are going to move forward 5 or 10 pounds, meaning you're getting stronger. The same applies on the high rep, low weight. You are getting stronger. You're just not necessarily working in the same strength model that you are with the low rep, high weight. Now, I think a major difference here, if we're working in the strength model and we're doing high weight, low reps, if you want to get stronger and your goal is to actually squat more weight or deadlift more weight or bench press more weight, there's a lot more to it than just having bigger muscles. Now, the general consensus, the way I understand it, is that the low rep, high weight model is not going to necessarily build muscle. Of course, you're going to build some muscle. That goes without saying. I would think you'd have to. But what really happens there to get you stronger, as I see it, is, first of all, you improve your muscle strength. You're going to improve the muscle tendon strength. You're going to make your tendon stronger. The muscle tendon to bone connection is going to get stronger. And I think your bone density is even going to improve. And I think just as important as all of that is the nervous system involvement in moving heavy weights. The nervous system engagement in moving heavy weights is a lot more important than it is in the high rep low weight model. If you're doing a heavy squat, your nervous system needs to be able to activate that muscle fiber to activate as much muscle fiber as possible to contract that muscle, to pull that weight, to lift that weight, to push that weight. And I think that's a factor that gets often overlooked in the strength model, especially if you're just starting out. The nervous system is getting trained just as much as your muscles and your tendons and your technique and all of that. And also while we're talking about that, just being able to lift more weights, there's in addition to making the muscles stronger and the tendons and improving your nervous system engagement, there's also the physiology involved. I mean, some people aren't built to squat heavy weight, for example, or bench press heavy weight. Your bone length, your general mobility. There's a lot of things at play there. Arm length, the width of your shoulders, your hips. There's so many things at play that you can't just say, I'm just going to lift heavier weights, and I'm going to get to the point where I can be an elite power lifter. Most people will never be able to do that. But what I want to do is put up a couple of examples here of what I was just talking about and see if we can make a little more sense of this. All right, hopefully that window glare is not going to kill us here, but so I'm not offering this as a definitive explanation for anything. This is just my take on this and the way I understand it, and this is the way this works in my mind. So I'm kind of just really offering this up. But using the models I was describing earlier, high rep, low weight, low rep, high rep, and we're using squats as an example. Okay, over here we're doing 3 sets of 12 reps at 100 pounds, okay? And over here we're doing 3 sets of 5 reps at 200 pounds. Now that 100% increase in weight may not be realistic, but this is just some numbers to work with here. So in the high rep, low weight model, in this example, we're going to do 36 total reps as opposed to 15 reps over here. So that is a lot more movements of the body, the whole joints, the muscle contractions. There's a lot more actual physical movement going on there, but it's at a lower intensity. Now over here, although there's fewer reps and fewer actual movements of the body, the joints and all, it's a high intensity effort. And again, going back to activating the nervous system to fully engage as much as possible the muscle fibers to pull on those tendons and bones to move that weight. Now, this is the part I've always wondered about for years and years and years. In this high rep, low weight example, we're going to do a total of 3,600 pounds. So 36 reps times 100, 3,600 pounds total weight moved. Now over here, we've done fewer reps, but a lot more weight, and we've got a total of 3,000 pounds. So you've still done a lot of work on this side. It's just at a lower intensity. And over here, you've still done a lot of work because it was at a high intensity. And one could argue that 3,000 total pounds moved at a high intensity is going to make one a lot stronger than moving 3,600 pounds total at a much lower intensity. So what does all that mean? Well, to me, this would be a guide to anyone wanting to, well, first it'd be a guide to actually determine which way you want to go. Do you want to get stronger? Do you want to look better? Now, to me, this model here is more of a bodybuilding model. It's more of a physique building model. It's more of something that you would do just to get that look. I call it the look, the bodybuilder look, the athletic look. Not that you won't with that as well, but I think that what it boils down to is, what is your goal? Do you want to get into like a bodybuilding type look, an athletic look, a leaner look? Or do you actually want to just get stronger in general? Now, what I'm doing, this is to get back to my goal and where I am right now as a 61-year-old. My main goal is to get stronger. I want to just continually get as strong as I can and remain as strong as I can for as long as I can without getting hurt. And that's what I've been doing. If you've been following me along with me for the last 6 or 7 months, you'll and I'll link this up here in the corner, my strength model. And that's basically just doing strength movements of squats, deadlifts, barbell rows, and overhead presses. So my goal is to move more weight, to be physically stronger. Now, at the same time, what I do is, let's use squats as an example here. I will start off with squats, and I will follow this model of 5 sets, 3 sets of 5 reps, and using the linear progression approach. Once I'm able to do that at a given weight, I move up 5 or 10 pounds. But after I finish my heavy strength session of squats, what I do is I will go out and finish up with some lower intensity, high rep, low weight work. Not necessarily squats, although I have done that before. I finished up with the 3 sets of 5 reps and then done a couple of sets of 10 to 12 at a much lighter weight. What I prefer to do in this specific example is I'll go out and use the leg press machine and hit 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps on the leg press machine, or a hack squat machine, or leg extensions, that type of thing. So then I have the best of both worlds. I'm working my strength and I'm working the hypertrophy part of it. And so far as I can tell right now, that's working pretty well for me. But again, this is all contingent on what an individual wants to do. Now, what I would like to know is, what is your personal opinion of this? Are you a high rep, low weight, or a low rep, high weight? Is there any particular advantage for females, males? Is there any particular advantage of either one of these for an age group after you get over 30, 40, 50, 60? Is this crazy? Low rep, high weight? Just curious. What about body weight calisthenics? Let's use Herschel Walker as an example. Now, if Herschel is to be believed, he's always said he never touched a weight. All he did was push-ups, pull-ups, and sit-ups. And I don't think that Herschel Walker was not a badass, at least on the football field, and in MMA later. So I guess my point is that there is no definitive answer, and like everything else in life, there's a perpetual gray area, and we all need to find our way to where we want to be based on experience, based on our goals, and based on your body and what you can do. And as I said, I'm just curious what you think out there. Tell us what you do. What do you think? I mean, is lifting heavy weights crazy? Are you wasting your time doing a whole bunch of high rep, low weight stuff? Let us know what you think. I'm curious. So there, I've kind of got that off my mind now for a little while. And I'm curious what you think about this. So let us know. Fill those comments up. I want to hear. Get some discussions going here. And while I'm at it, if you're this far in, how about hitting that like button for me? That'd be awesome. And if you haven't already, consider clicking that subscribe button. Keep coming back for content like this. I want you to follow along with this 61-year-old as I move along my fitness journey and see what I'm doing. May not fit your model at all, but hopefully it can offer some inspiration, keep you moving, keep you going. Now, and on the flip side of that, I've gotten some great recommendations that I've implemented from you fine people out there. I really have, and you'll find some examples of suggestions that you'll be able to use too. So subscribe, tell your friends, keep coming back, and that'd be great. And with that, I'll wrap this ramble up. So until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.